everyone. Thanks for joining. This is Gwen Taylor, Cooking with Pumpkin. Here I am again, just to show you a small meal, maybe 30 minutes or less. I want you to get up. I know you can do it. I believe in you. So let's get up and cook, okay? So remember to share, remember to like, and remember to subscribe. Thanks for joining me. Now let's get up and cook. Hi everyone, thanks for joining Cooking with Pumpkin. Here I am again, another day, and this time we're going to do like a longer pot, okay? It's going to take a little longer to cook this meal, but I promise you, you'll be able to put it in the oven and go and sit down and watch some more Netflix or pray some more or read your Bible some more, study the word some more. So today I decided let's do turkey wings. So that was my first time. I hope Shayla is watching because she said, Miss Gwen, would you do some turkey wings? And I always said, turkey wings is like a long pot. But I'm going to show you how I do turkey wings. And it's like I've always said, I'm not the best cook. I don't claim to be. Everybody cooks turkey wings all kinds of different ways, Turkey wings now is everybody like turkey wings, Now they fry them and they broil them and they bake them and put them in the crock pot and it's all kinds of smoke them, all kinds of ways that you can fix turkey wings. So this is the way I fix it. Now, you can use all types of seasonings. People use curry. They might use poultry seasoning, all kinds of herbs, Cajun. Yeah, they have Cajun. I mean, all kinds of different ways that you can fix your turkey wings. So basically, whatever you have the taste for, So I decided, let's do this for our fathers. This is Father's Day weekend. So let's do something so they don't have to go out on the grill, because they're usually the ones that do the grilling. Most of the men are the ones that do the grilling. So we're gonna do this for Father's Day and treat them where they don't have to go on the grill. But if you want your turkey wings on the grill, do you? Yes. So all of the seasoning, some people put cream of mushroom, cream of celery, cream of chicken, all kinds of different creams in it. They might do all kinds of Italian dressing. So it's all kinds of way that you can fix it. Some people like it crunchy. Some people like it with the gravy. Some like it with a sauce. Some like it light, bright, that light. But I like mine with a little color. So what I decided to do, I went to our meat market and I decided I'm going to do some like I normally do it, that's real crispy. And, I know some people suffer with being able to bite into them because of their dentures. So I'm going to do some just with a little gravy. Broth or whatever you say. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start it off in just seasoning. Now these are the seasoning I use, but do what you like. Whatever your taste buds call for, whatever seasoning you like, that's what you use, okay? But this is what I normally use. So I normally use pepper. I just use pepper, so I put pepper on them. And we're going to get them ready. So I use pepper. And I usually use onions, like an onion salt. So I like the onion, so I do onion. And I do a little accent. So I do a little accent. And I do a little garlic, just a little garlic. But if you have fresh garlic, okay, that's wonderful. I'm going to just do a little garlic. And then I'm going to do, of course, my Morton seasoning. This is what I normally use. So I'm going to use that. So this will be the one, that I use, I think I'm gonna put the gravy on this one. So you know, a lot of people like paprika, and paprika is not, I don't really, you don't usually taste the paprika. Paprika is like, for coloring, I think. You know, I don't smell anything. Have you ever smelled paprika? No, I don't know why they have a seasoning. It should be with the red and the yellow food coloring. Because I think it's more like a food coloring. It just makes everything, you know, just be a little darker. That's what I think now. Maybe you have, oh, I can taste the paprika in there. Okay, if you can taste it. So now we need to do flour. So if you're not using your cream of mushroom or some kind of cream, so I usually just sprinkle some flour on it. And let me turn the oven on. So I'm gonna put the oven on, so maybe 350. So I'm gonna get the oven started for like 350, and it's going to, turkey wings usually take at least an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours. Now, if you have the big ones, it's going to take a little longer. So what we'll do, we'll kind of blend all these seasonings together along with the, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn them over and I'm going to put a little bit more seasoning on them because we want them to taste good. You know, you definitely want a good seasoning. So I'm going to do a little bit more seasoning on the bottom. And then I'm going to do some more onions because you want that nice flavor. And some more pepper. And that's it. Turkey wings are easy. Very easy to cook. It's basically how you do your baked chicken. Yeah, that's it. Just how you do your baked chicken. You know, you might want to put a little bit more seasoning on it, but guess what? I still put onions on mine. Yeah, I do, even though I don't serve the onions. But I kind of cut them up real big and just put a little onion. I just love that onion flavor. So I do the onions. And I meant to get some water. Now, if you want to put broth on yours, you can. But you notice that turkey releases a lot of moisture. It releases its own juice. But you need to put a little water on yours. And I meant to get some water and I didn't. So I have to get some water. Put some in a glass. And maybe, I'm just thinking maybe a cup. Maybe not even a whole cup. Maybe a half a cup of water. So this one is going to be the one with the gravy. Now, don't put the water on top of the turkey wings because you know you want it to keep its seasoning on it. So that one is ready to go in the oven. Yep, just like that. That's all I did. Didn't require a whole lot, just seasoning up. And sometimes I cook it in the crock pot, which is easy. I cook it in the crock pot and then later I'll take it out and then put it in the oven so it can brown. So that's it. See that? And I just put a little water in it. And I'm gonna let it cook. Just like that. It's real easy. So you don't have to be standing in the kitchen all day cooking. But it is a long pot, but it's gonna do its own thing on it by itself. So you know you're not gonna be able to eat. Normally people don't cook turkey wings during the weekday. Maybe during, you know, for Sunday. But you know, it's something that you can cook every day, you know, but it's going to take a couple hours unless you use your pressure cooker. Some people put it in the pressure cooker, or some people, you know, put it in the crock pot and they put it in there and it just falls off the bones. And it's good. It's good, y'all. So we're going to put this one in. So the next one I'm going to fix. This one, I'm going to season this one up. Season these up. These are some pretty ones I got from our local meat market. So I'm using the same seasoning again. I'm going to use some accent. And I'm going to use a little garlic. Just a little garlic. Use a little garlic. And I'm going to use some season all. Season all. And pepper. You want to season it up good because you know it loses some of its seasoning. And pepper. And my onion, graduated onion. And I'm going to just turn these over. And I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning. Everybody loves turkey wings now. And it's hard to find. Sometimes in some of the local grocery stores, they have those big ones. You know, so, you know, you really want to stew those big ones down. If you get those big ones, you know, with the drumstick on them, I usually maybe stew them down, and you definitely make a gravy to them because it's big. See a little here. And put some more. But yeah, since we've spoken last, we've had some more violence in Georgia. Oh God, I'm just telling you. I told you about pepper. Pepper sometimes will do it to me. But thank God I don't have the virus. That's just from the pepper. Here I go again. God bless me. God bless me. God bless me. So this is it. I'm still going to put some more onions on it. I'm going to put some more onions. And I'm not going to put flour in this one. I'm not going to put flour in this one because this one I'm going to probably have a little crunchy, okay? But I am going to add some water. Yeah, not on them. But I'm going to add some water to get it ready. Yes. Okay, so that's ready. That's all I'm doing. Just like that. So that's easy to cook. But with this one, when it's finished cooking, I am going to take it out of its juices, and I might put it on a sheet pan so it can get brown. Because if you put it in the oven with the aluminum foil covering and a lid on it, it's not gonna brown. So this one I'm gonna put in the oven to brown. And that's it. Turkey wings. You know, turkey wings is part of the poultry family, and everybody loves turkey wings now. So the turkey wings are easy. They're very easy to cook. Some people cook the neck, you know, turkey, you know, and during the holidays we have the whole turkey, of course. So, you know, that's it. So the turkey wings, they're going to do their own thing. And I told you, we're going to do okra and tomatoes. I know some of you are like, oh no, I don't like okra. But that's okay. That's okay. Maybe you can just do the tomatoes. And this recipe, it could definitely be for our vegetarians. This is basically like a southern pie. This is like a really summer meal. This is like a southern dish, you know, southern dish. This is something that we grew up on. This is something that we would plant the tomatoes, we would plant the okras, and then we would harvest. You know, we would sell them. My mother and my father, they had a, you know, garden. We didn't call it a garden when I came up. It was a farm. You know, they planted their tomatoes and okra. And then we call it jar. We would jar the tomatoes and jar the okras. But, you know, like I told you, you could get fresh tomatoes, fresh okra, or you could get canned tomatoes. You could get the frozen okra. You could get the can, and the canned tomatoes. There, all kinds of cans of tomatoes. They do so much with the tomatoes. You know, you could just get the canned ones to do the canned ones, or the frozen, and then, you know, in the stores. But I know a lot of you don't like okra, but okra is so good for you. Okra is full of vitamin C. It's full of vitamin K. It's good with magnesium, vitamin C, vitamin A. It benefits those that's pregnant. So if you're pregnant, I know some of you are pregnant out there, start eating you some okra. Start eating you some okra. It's good for blood sugar also, and it's good for your heart. it's good for your heart. So okra is good. I like okra. I like to fry okra. You can fry it and just eat okra. A lot of people don't like that slimy part. They don't like okra because of that slimy part. But okra is very good for you. So, you know, for the tomatoes, you know, the tomatoes reduces heart problems, and tomatoes are full of potassium, vitamin K, vitamin C, and it's just a good source of a vegetable. Well, you know, now is the question, is tomatoes a vegetable or is tomatoes a fruit? Do you know? Now, it's saying that it's really a fruit because it has the seeds and everything. And so they're saying that tomatoes are a fruit now. So I don't know, but I like it. But it says it can reduce cancer, it can reduce a lot of diseases. But don't eat too many tomatoes. They said it's not good to eat tomatoes every day. It's full of acid. You know, a lot of people have all kind of digestive system. So tomatoes, you know, is not something that you eat all the time. But even though it helps, but don't just eat a whole lot of it all the time. But I'm not sure what kind of okra and tomatoes you've gotten, and you've gotten your seasoning meat. A lot of people, they have seasoned this dish with ham hock. They have seasoned it with fat back. Yeah, they have seasoned it with bacon. They have seasoned it with turkey neck or turkey, whatever, turkey. So I'm seasoning mine with, of course, I told you about the turkey tail. So I have a couple turkey tails in here. See, that's my turkey tail. So I'm seasoning up with I have 2 turkey tails. See the turkey tails? That's how the turkey tails look. Can you see it? So that's what I'm seasoning mine up. So, you know, I still like to add my bell peppers and my onions. So I chopped up some bell peppers and onions. So I'm going to add the bell peppers and onions. This is okra and tomatoes. I don't know if you all cook it like this, but you know, the okra and tomatoes is also all kinds of stuff that you can add to okra and tomatoes. You know, if you a lot of you are you have your garden, okay? and you have corn, so you can add corn to it. You can get your ears of corn and cut the kernels off, and you can add that to this. You can add what all? You can add shrimp. Oh, shrimp is good. We eat okra and tomatoes and shrimp all the time. You can add sausages. Some people might add chicken. I'm sure that's fine. You know, you basically can add anything to your okra and tomatoes. So I'm gonna get this started, and I'm doing. I have a can of petite dice tomatoes. It has hatch green chilies, mild. So you know, with this, you can add, if you like a lot of heat and you like it kind of hot, you can add. Some people add Tabasco sauce. Some people might add hot sauce. So you can add anything. I don't know if you like, you know, the flavor and of okra and tomatoes, which is a very good, like I said, this is a southern pot. I'm sure a lot of you have never cooked it like this, but this is basically how we cook it now. But when we grew up, you know, I was telling you about my parents with the farm with the okra and tomatoes, and they would get the tomatoes and okra and they would can them. But we call it jar because we always use the jar. So I'm gonna put that in there. You can put like tomato sauce. You can add tomato sauce or tomato paste, but they have all different kinds of, and this is something I had in my cabinet. I didn't even go to the store to get anything. This is what I had in my cabinet, and this the petite. You know, it has tomatoes. You can get just the diced tomatoes or the whole tomatoes. All that you can throw it in. But guess what I had? I have a cousin at home. My mom is not able to jar anymore, but we always would help my mom jar the okra and tomatoes. Look at that. But my cousin Sandra brought us some last year, and this is a jar that I had from last year that she canned. Canned, we call it jar. Yeah, isn't that pretty? So she brought this to me. So I said, oh, that's what I must do. house. Now this is how I do it. You might do it differently, but this might be someone that might have never, done this before, and it's really a good pot. Let me get some more water because I'm at. If you have your broth, your chicken broth, you can do that. And for our vegan lovers, they won't even have to put any meat in it. They could just do all the vegetables. But I'm getting this ready, and this is what I'm gonna use for my okra and tomatoes. Oh, this is good. If you have never tried it, you will enjoy it. I don't know if anyone have ever given you a jar of okra and tomatoes, but my mom, we would get the jars, and they would sterilize the jars, and then they would put some tomatoes and then some okra. They didn't cook it. No, this you would put it in the jar. I kind of remember a little. Put it in there, and then you would put a little salt, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of sugar, and you put the lid on it, and then my mom would do it on the outside in a big old pot and put the fire under it. Oh, those were the days. I know some of you probably still do the canning and the jarring, and you probably do it right on your kitchen sink now, because we eventually started doing it inside, but we would do it. And I'm just going to add, if you want to do broth, I'm just adding some water. That's all we ever cooked with coming up. All we did was water. That's all we use. And I'm going to put maybe a cup of water in it, and I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning. Yeah. And pepper. And some onion, yeah, and a little bit of accent, and a little bit of garlic. And I'm just going to let this cook down for maybe because the meat is already cooked, so I'll probably let this cook down for maybe about 30 minutes, not real high. And let it cook. But y'all, it's gonna be good. I will put a little bit more water in it. So if you have your broth, you can put your broth in it, but I'm going to put some more. Maybe 2 cups, depending on how much you're making. So we're just gonna let this cook down, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be, of course, I have white. So I'm gonna do white rice. So if you want to do your cauliflower rice, you can do that. Oh, you know what? You can serve the okra and tomatoes. You don't even have to do any starch if you don't want to. Some people make fixed macaroni and cheese, just like that. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Guess what? The turkey wings are ready. So basically, it took about an hour and a half. Yes, probably about an hour and a half. And I took them out, the ones that I was browning to be crispy. So I took them out, and there they are. So you could basically keep them in the same pan, but I didn't, you either take the juice off or just transfer them into like a baking sheet to let them, you can put them on broil for a few minutes or let them cook for maybe about 30 more minutes. That's how they look. So they're a little crunchy. I could have them darker than that and have it really crunchy. It's kind of hard to pull, so, but that's how those look. And so the ones now with the gravy, that should be ready. I could get them a little dark if I wanted to. So that's that's how they look with the gravy. So the gravy is ready. It's nice and soft. I could brown them a little more. Maybe I'll put them back and let them brown a little more. But that's how they look. Just like that. It is a long pot, but you could do it very easy. And I mean, you just season it up how you want it. And that's it. The okra and tomatoes. They're ready. And it took about, it's like a stew. It's like a stew. So you're like stewing it down. And so maybe, we could say maybe an hour. So I'm going to plate it up. Show you how okra and tomatoes look. They look good. And this, like I said, you can eat it like a soup, just, when they do the canning and they put it up, they preserve it for the winter months, for a time such as this, like what we're going through now, this pandemic. And who would have known that we would be home and quarantine? And so those are the times that you have your food and you can eat and you can cook. So this is something, I know this is a different pot, but I'm just a Southern Geechee girl, and this is something that we grew up on, okra and tomatoes. And I would say, look at ya. Ooh, it looks so good. I hope if you have never had okra and tomatoes, that you're willing to try it to see how it tastes. So I'm gonna plate it up and I'm gonna show you, okay? Some of you, maybe your husbands don't like okra and tomatoes. So maybe if you want to just do the tomatoes, that'll be good. Just do the tomatoes with your seasoning, and then with no okra, the can or the frozen. So then I'm gonna put that on top of that rice. I love my rice. So I'm gonna put that on there. So this is the Father's Day meal. So my husband is gonna be getting it early, but this is for the fathers and the grandfathers and the brothers and the uncles and the nephews and the sons. This is grandsons. This is for all the men, especially if you're a father. So that's the okra and tomatoes. See the okra and tomatoes over the rice, and I have a little piece of that tail right there for him. So now I'm gonna put probably 2 turkey wings on there. So 2 turkey wings, and that's it. What you think? It looks good. I hope it tastes good. I think he's gonna enjoy that. That's the okra and tomatoes. Maybe you need to get to learning how to can, especially if you have your garden this year. Learn how to can and preserve it and put it up for days like what we're living in now. And they're always coming up with something isn't good. I don't buy this, I don't buy that, and it's a recall on this and recall on that. But if you have your own garden, you don't have to worry about those recalls, right? Hey, I know that's right. So this is it. This is Cooking with Pumpkin today. Turkey wings and okra and tomatoes, stewed okra and tomatoes over rice. I guess this is a different, I'm a Southern girl, so I'm gonna be cooking some stuff you probably never heard of. But I think you enjoy it if you try it. It's a meal that we grew up on down in the Low Country, and maybe add your shrimp to it. It'll still be good. That's another protein. It'll be wonderful in it. That's something that we always do, and it tastes good. I hope you enjoyed today. Yes, I'm still here, and want you to share, want you to like, and want you to subscribe. Yes, it's coming. It's coming. My aprons are coming. They're looking good. Just so hopefully by this week I can give you all of that information by the end of the week. So stay tuned to my Facebook page, and I'll definitely let you know what's going on. Well, today, I guess you said I didn't have too much happy, but I am happy. I sing because I'm happy. But I'm happy. If you're happy and clap your hand. We're still here. We're still staying safe. We're still, out there protesting, and we're just, trying to keep it. This is nothing that we've ever seen before. We've never been through a pandemic. But we still have the Lord on our side, and the Lord is keeping us. And I want you to stay safe until we meet again. And may God be with you, because your help comes from the Lord. So stay tuned. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you real soon. Love y'all. Take care. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Cooking with Pumpkin. Remember to like, remember to share, and remember to subscribe. I'll see you next week.